Soul Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Another beauty for you. I've got a 50th anniversary Dutchstar to show you. Can't wait to dig into this one. This is a coach we had previously in absolutely spectacular condition. I can't wait to show it to you. Really nothing negative to talk about. Maybe one little thing on the outside. Inside is beautiful. Let's get through this one because I got a lot to show you. (2018) Newmar Dutchstar 4002. This is a 50th anniversary coach. Stunning colors, excellent floor plan. This is a floor plan that I owned previously way back in the day. I had a Ventana LE that was a 4002 floor plan. We absolutely loved it. I can't wait to show you this one. Let's get around here. Let's check a couple of the bays. Let's check the tire date codes, the generator hours. This coach has right at 37,000 miles. We'll check the exact miles when we get inside. We're going to show you the coach with the slide outs in, the slide outs out. We're going to talk about the types of slides they have. This is a triple slide coach, one of which being a full wall slide. And this is the only floor plan that has two HWH slide outs on it opposing. Let's get to it. Pop this open. It looks like it just had a Aqua Hot service. I believe we might have done that, or Oasis service. 1,121 hours on the generator. I don't know if he ever used the generator. I put probably, I mean, it's been in storage for almost 2 years now, and I put about 15 to 30 minutes a month on it. So I think this coach had 1,098. I've got the build sheet in there from the original time we owned it. It had 1098 hours on it before. It's got 1121, so it's got 22 more hours on it. I think half of those hours are from me just doing exercising every month, it being in storage. It's a little bit windy out here, so I'm not sure how that's playing havoc with the camera, but I'm going to check those date codes and I'll report that back to you here in just a little bit. This coach does have AGM batteries in it. I'll have the guys check the date codes on those. They may have been so new when we first sold it, they didn't need to be replaced because those are not batteries that we often sell. And just next to your battery bay is going to be one of your bays for your full slide out tray. Oasis bay, 50 amp power cord reel, water bay. Have our engine bay here. Keep in mind, folks, this coach has not been detailed. We just did a quick wash on it once it came out of storage. So full detailing on the bays, full coach wax, all that kind of stuff. We'll get to that. And here is your Spartan bay. Again, a little dusty, a little dirty. This is where you're going to fill your DEF fluid. A storage compartment. You can see the customer had extra oil and whatnot in here, and they did leave. We do have a full pass-through slide-out tray here. It looks like they did leave a couple of mats in there. I'm not sure whether my guys will take those out or not. And this bay, we're going to see we have extra windshield wipers and just a nice clean. It needs a good sweep out, but nice clean bays here. One of my favorite entertainment bays is this right here. I like a TV down low instead of having to look way up in the side of the slide out. I think this is the best place for a television. Seems to be a little extra windy right where I take these photos are on top of a plane. But let's get inside this 50th anniversary 4002 Dutchstar and show you what it's like inside. Remember this coach very well. I actually drove this one back from Florida 2 years ago when we bought it. I bought it from the original selling dealer that traded back for it. This was a one-owner coach when I sold it to my customer. Now it's a two-owner coach and it's offered for sale to you. Again, folks, they didn't hurt it. If anything, they just made it better. We've had 2 years, trouble-free years. In fact, I remember him leaving a list for me. Let's check it right here. This was his list when he brought it back from storage. When he brought it back to put it back in storage. I got to block out his phone number here. I apologize. So typically most of my customers, when they come back, most of my storage customers, when they come back off a trip, they will leave a note in the coach for what repairs they want. And looks like that he wanted to grease the slides, replace some of the lights that he had already bought. There were some lights that were flickering. We took care of that. And then the fridge, he said the fridge had been replaced, I think, by us at one time, and it was still moving around a little bit, and then wanted an outside detail. So that's just a testament to you. I wanted to show you. That's the list from the customer before he even decided to sell it, before he had this unfortunate life circumstance. This is the list that he gave us. Besides another service that we did 1 year after the sale, about a year ago now, that's the list of issues that he had in 2 years of use and about 6,000 or 7,000 miles of use. So that's a testament, in my opinion, to the customer and how well they cared for it. And they babied the coach and didn't hurt it. It stayed inside, stayed plugged in. It's my normal practice to go over and start the coaches up every 30 days and run them. But furthermore, it's a testament to our PDI process. And if you want to learn more about our PDI process, and you should, if you're interested in buying a coach from Sewell Motor Coach, or you want to learn more about what you should expect when you're buying a luxury diesel pusher from a dealer like me, stay tuned to the end of this video when I talk about what we're going to do this coach, how we operate, our delivery process, pricing, financing, trade-ins, all that stuff we're going to cover at the end of the video. But let's continue on. And please, folks, if you like what we're doing, if you enjoy any part of these videos, the best thing you could do to help us is hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a ton. The more likes we get, the more views that this can get out for more people to see, to more people to be familiar with our process, how we operate here at Sewell Motor Coach. All right, let's continue on here. I want to talk about something that's so important to me on this floor plan. And I mentioned it outside and walking in, that this floor plan is extremely unique. Now, let's explain to you what I'm talking about. First and foremost, yeah, we have maple glazed cabinetry. We have heated tile floors. We have really some of the latest and greatest in technology. Let me turn around here and show you some of the Newmar technology with the monitoring system, auto fill option for the water, Magnum inverter that's working beautifully. We still got 12 volts. We've been running for about 2 or 3 hours. We got Oasis heat, Girard awning package, all that kind of good stuff. You've come to know that stuff to be standard with the coaches that I'm showing you. I can talk for hours about the centrally ducted AC system in a Newmar, how it's much quieter, but I won't bore you with that. What I want to talk about is the slide outs and this floor plan. Because in this floor plan, you have this massive sofa that converts into a bed, and you also have another sofa that converts into a bed. And why am I telling you that? Because you can't really use both at the same time. But this is, if you want to seat a lot of people, so double sofas is a great option. So you can see here, you have a large sofa. If you wanted to switch this to theater seating, you absolutely can. Now, that's a given. You can do that in most coaches. What separates this coach from every other 40-foot tag axle diesel pusher is not the fact that it's a Spartan chassis, because that's half of them are probably that way, but it's the fact that this is a 4002 floor plan. And I want to show you something. If you see this dinette behind me, that's the passenger side of the coach. This is the only floor plan that I know of where you have a flat floor slide. And I'm going to demonstrate the slides coming up and coming in, but you have a flat floor slide on the passenger side. You know, if you watched many of my other videos, I love a dinette on the passenger side. Now, I like this floor plan so much that I actually, back years and years ago, we bought a Ventana with a 4002 floor plan because of the dinette on that side, and it had that roll-out slide. Well, this being a Dutchstar, has the flat floor slide out. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So not only does the full wall slide go out and then drop down, but this slide on this passenger side does the same thing. It goes out and it drops down. How does that benefit you? Well, it gives you more floor space on a coach when you have your dinette on this side of the space. You have a seamless floor, tile floor throughout. But also, if you notice, no carpet down here under the sofa. Or I said sofa. No carpet under the kitchen. And that same flat floor runs throughout there all the way to the bedroom, giving you a ton more floor space. This coach opens up better than any 40-foot on the market. It's still bath and a half. This is really a very similar floor plan to the 4018. I like this better, honestly, folks. I like having my dinette on the passenger side, on my campsite, or my patio side. All right, well, let's continue on because I feel like I might be a little bit boring in this. I'm just telling you stuff that I get excited about. Again, if you want to know more information about that, you can definitely give me a call. But definitely you can move furniture, change out furniture. I like it the way it is. Again, this makes a bed. That makes a bed. If you want to change that out to chairs or a theater seat, you can definitely do that. Again, you have your dinette, you got a televator. I mean, this is all stuff that you should grow to expect on a Newmar Dutchstar. I love this. This does pull out, and there is 2 more chairs in the coach, so you can have an extended dinette. It doesn't extend out a tremendous amount, but it does extend out. I love the chairs in here. I love the design in here, the countertops, everything. Very, very nice. Very timeless as well. Across from the dinette's going to be our galley. We do have the dishwasher. We do have the French door refrigerator. I think we're going to have water inside the door and ice in the drawer. Don't hold me to that. And then also we have this beautiful, beautiful backsplash here. Single compartment sink, convection microwave oven. I'm pointing to the wrong thing. Convection microwave oven and an induction cooktop just above your dishwasher. Across from the refrigerator is going to be your half bath. The one thing I'm going to show you with the slides in, I'm going to show you this coach with the slides in so you can see. But that's one of the cool things about this floor plan. You can actually open this door up all the way, even with the slides in, so you can get inside and use this half bath. Very nice half bath. Well equipped. It's going to have obviously the ever important window and a vent with a fan, so you can get all those horrible smells out. And just next to the refrigerator is going to be a lighted pantry. That is so awesome. Love having a pantry that automatically lights up as soon as you open the door. And yes, all of these drawers do pull out. This queen bed option actually costs like $380 because they add more nightstand material, as you can see right here. More nightstands, so you have an extra 6 or 7 inches on either side as nightstand when you do the queen bed option. This is a sleep number bed, but it's queen. Now I'm going to show you the benefit to the queen versus the king. I've slept in a queen size bed for years in our previous coaches, and now I have a king. I would no problem go back to a queen size bed. Even a big boy like me would have no issue going back to a queen size bed. So let me show you the benefit to the queen size bed. For those of you who say, I gotta have a king, pay attention to what I'm saying now. Because there's only so much you can do with 40 feet or 41 feet in a motor coach. You can only fit so much stuff. You already have 2 couches, a dinette, a huge galley, a half bath. Now we're coming into the bedroom, and it's important that, yes, you can get this floor plan with a king-size bed, but let me show you why you shouldn't. And whoever ordered this coach thought ahead and was really a seasoned RVer when it comes to size of the coach, the floor plan. They really knew what they were doing. Folks, if you don't believe what I'm saying, just search. Go to RV Trader and search. Look for one of these with a king-size bed. I want you to pay attention to one thing. I want you to look at the space between the edge of the bed and the edge of the entrance into the rear bath. And if you look here, we have a massive amount of space. I mean, this is huge. I'm taking a guess here. We're going to say there's at least 30 inches of room between 27, 28. I don't have a measuring tape with me, but it's a lot of room to get into your bathroom. And when you have a king-size bed option in this coach, that king-size bed is every bit of 6 or 8 inches over this way, making it very tight. That bed comes out all the way over here, making it extremely tight for you to maneuver to get into the bedroom or into the bathroom. Essentially, when you walk into the bathroom, you would have to turn sideways and kind of make a move that's not normal. With the queen size bed option, we can just freely walk right into the bedroom. We don't have to turn sideways. We don't have to make some kind of weird figure skating move in order to get into our rear bath. Although, yes, you do give up the king size bed, folks, what you gain is the usefulness of the coach and how easy it is to get into the bathroom or get into the bedroom from the bath. And that, to me, just makes a lot of sense. Continuing on, we have 6 drawers down below, some more of that Corian countertop space, emergency egress window. That window is going to pop out. There's also an emergency egress door in the bathroom, but we have wardrobe on either side. Check our website, folks, if you want to see these drawers and cabinets all opened up. Check our website. The beautiful bedding, everything is in amazing condition. We still have a window beside each side of the bed, ample storage, and beautiful lighting. Let's see. I think I forgot to turn on the accent lighting. Let's see. Why? There we go. I got your accent light on now. That is beautiful accent lighting. Just beyond this sliding pocket door is going to be your rear master suite bath. And yes, we have a Dometic power flush toilet, emergency egress door, washer and dryer center. Next to that's going to be your vanity with double medicine cabinet. And yes, we have more storage and closet space back there. And we have a beautiful, gorgeous radius shower with Corian walls. I get this question a lot. I get a lot of people that are looking for a certain type of coach. Let's say they are looking for a Dutchstar, a 40-foot Dutchstar, and they say, I really want that 4081 floor plan because I don't like that radius shower. Well, I'll tell you this, folks, having experienced these motorhomes, I drove this one up from Florida. I think I stayed there. I'm pretty sure. You can go back on my YouTube channel 2 years ago and see a video I did on this. I'm pretty sure we stayed in this coach for a night or two. But I've owned this floor plan, like I said, with a radius shower. And I can step in this. And I've got plenty of room to do everything I need to do. There is no shortage of space. And I'm more challenged when it comes to how wide I am. Not necessarily tall, but that's not an issue either. As you can see, I've got a tremendous amount of room. I can adjust this head. I can move all this around. Plenty of room in this radius shower to move about, no problem. Another huge thing that I love to talk about is the shower miser. I'm going to take just a minute to explain to you exactly the benefits of that. Essentially, with the shower miser, you have this little blue bulb right here. That's going to turn white when it senses hot water. And what that does is, you see there's a little valve down here. What that essentially does is it helps you conserve fresh water and storage space in your gray water tank. When you turn the water on in a shower, what do? You wait till it gets hot in order to get in the shower, and you might waste, I don't know, half a gallon of water or maybe more waiting for the shower to get hot. Sometimes it takes a minute for that aqua hot to fire up, and even if it takes 15 seconds and you burn a quarter of a gallon every time you take a shower, well, folks, if you're out boondocking, you only have 100 gallons of fresh water. And what the Aquamizer does, or this feature does, it allows you to turn that valve down there. And when you turn that valve, that's going to just divert the water back into the freshwater tank and not go down the drain. And that's going to conserve your tank space in your gray tank, but it's also going to put the water back in your freshwater tank. And what this little blue bulb does is that turns white under the heat. So when the water gets hot enough, that's going to change color. That's going to let you know to turn that diverter back the other way, and that water is going to be coming out nice and hot. Just a really nice little feature that Newmar added a few years ago. I think this is actually the first year that they added that feature, 2018, I believe. So they're 7 years strong. They're still using that same exact system. It's a great system. It's a great way to conserve water. All right, well, what's the coach like with the slide outs in going down the road? Well, so I'm going to show you right now. This is one of the best opposing sofa coaches you could ever have for walking down the aisleway with the slides in and usability on the coach. I'm going to show you. I'm pretty excited about this one. Let's turn the camera on and show you that right now. First and foremost, let's talk about the front captain's chairs. I just drove this coach, and I've got the seat set back for my comfort. I'm 5'11", but you still have plenty of room to move the seat back more. And the passenger is going to have enough room to adjust the seat. This seat's all the way back, so the passenger could move the seat back and recline this a bit. Keep in mind that both captain's chairs are recliners as well. Let's get back to the back. I can literally walk sideways. There's no lip to step on. I can literally walk normal all the way back to the back, and it really gets good. Although you can sit on both sofas, no problem. It really gets good as soon as you get to the galley. Plenty of room. Now, these chairs I had angled sideways, but if you notice, we can sit on our slide out, have lunch with the slides in, no problem whatsoever. And the rest of the galley, this is one of the reasons we chose the 4002 floor plan, is for its accessibility. We did a lot of parking lot camping. We just did a lot of traveling to where we were like a lot of weekend type stuff where I worked full-time job. We would go somewhere on a Thursday or Friday morning and then be back. We have to be home by Sunday night because we had kids. They had to be back to school and I had to be back to work. So we would stop at like a Cracker Barrel or a Cabela's or Walmart parking lot and stop. And if you don't want to put your slides out, this is a great coach for that. As I was telling you about, we can open this bathroom door. Both slides are in here. We can open this bathroom door all the way up, and even a big boy like me can get into that half bath, no problem. And once you slide past the refrigerator and the half bath, you're going to have access into your queen size bed, plenty of room, plenty of floor space. Once you crawl over the bed, you can get to the rear bath. No problem. And you can sleep on the bed while you're driving down the road. You don't even have to put your slides out in order to have full access and full use of the queen size bed. There you go. For those of you who have asked me in the past, opposing couches, what's it like? Well, this is the best floor plan I've ever seen. I've literally had some Tiffin Allegro buses that the sofa cushions touched when they have double sofa, like a theater seat and a sofa across. I've literally had like a 45, I think it was a 45 OPP, where the cushions literally touched and you had to squeeze through. So this amount of space is A1. I think I might have failed to mention about the tires, and so just in case I did, here you go again. 2024 date codes on the steers and the drives, 21 date codes on the tags. So fresh tires. Well, how about we take this for a ride, and I'm going to do the best I can here showing you about the coach as far as how it rides. Dutchstar is going to ride really solid. They're built on a great platform. I mean, the overall Newmar is probably built the best. I mean, it's overall, when you consider all the ways that they operate and their fit and finish and the construction and the quality of the company and it overall, Newmar is the best. There's a reason I choose for more than half of our inventory to be Newmar. It's because they're easier to work on, they're easy to get parts for, and they break less. Okay, current mileage on this coach at this moment is 37,047. Let's go for a ride and see what this thing rides and drives like, because I always like driving a Newmar Dutchstar, and especially a 40-foot on a Spartan chassis with the steerable tag, the Comfort Drive. And essentially what Comfort Drive does is it's an electronic steering assist. So if I turn the wheel one way or another, as soon as I let go, it's going to automatically bring it back to center all the way back every time. But another thing that it does for me is it helps me fight that crosswind by the electronic motor helping me keep the steering wheel straight. If I'm in a crosswind and I have to hold that wheel, that electronic motor is going to help keep that wheel centered and help me save on shoulder fatigue. One of the things I love about the 40-foot Dutchstar, especially as it pertains to my driveway here, pulling out on the highway, is that there's no need. It sits high up enough off the ground, whereas I don't really have the need to do any kind of adjustments, although there is no way to adjust like in a Allegro bus or some of the other coaches. There literally is no way for me to adjust the suspension on the fly. I can dump the bags as soon as I get where I'm going, but it sits high enough up off the ground to where it doesn't drag or do any of that kind of stuff. Here we go, full acceleration. I mean, a 40-foot Dutchstar with a 450 is a powerful engine. Plenty of response, 1,250 pound-feet of torque. The 450 gets you up to speed. The torque is what keeps you there. Going up a hill, you're not going to lack for power, even towing a vehicle, and it provides you a nice, solid, quiet ride. For those of you who just clicked on to see a pretty coach and you're not really interested in doing business with Soul Motor Coach or learning more about that process, I say thank you. Please, again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. And for those of you who have decided to stick in there and watch, I hope this helps you in some way, somehow. We understand that not everybody can buy a coach from Soul Motor Coach. I only hope that this helps you, give you some sort of education on how a deal should go. And if you don't believe anything I'm going to tell you in the next 5 to 10 minutes, if you say this guy is just a salesman and he's just full of it, and I understand that. I understand there's a lot of people out there telling you things that necessarily aren't true. A lot of false and fake news out there, and a lot of people that are just trying to get your money and sell you something. Well, folks, I'm telling you that I'm a small boutique style dealer. I can only sell so many motorhomes per year or per month, and my goal is to get the awareness out there. We just want to, in these videos, help you understand how we operate, and if that can help you in a deal where you're at, say you're in California and there's a coach near you that you like, I hope this helps you in some way whatsoever. So that leads me to the first thing I want to talk about, and that's inspection. At Soul Motor Coach, what do? We inspect every coach 3 times. Now, this coach is a little bit different. I didn't really have to do any real inspections on it because it's been in my possession, again, since I sold it 2 years ago. The customers used it 6 or 7 times maybe. I've put 6,000 or 7,000 miles on it. We've serviced it. We've done everything that needs to be done to it. I know it's a great coach. I'm in this coach pretty much every month. I'm the one that goes over into storage and starts them up and runs the generators and that kind of stuff. So there's no real inspection needed for us on this coach, even though we did do what we call our second inspection. I went ahead and winterized the coach because we were pulling it out of the heated storage building. At that time, the guys just checked the generator, flipped the airs on, essentially did our second inspection or some version of that to make sure that there would be nothing that would slow us down during the sales process or the PDI. And that's what we call our third inspection. And folks, I'm telling you, that is the most important inspection of all. During that inspection, the third and final inspection, otherwise known as the PDI or pre-delivery inspection, we're going to check every system. We're going to touch every button and operate everything that needs to be touched. Anything and everything we find wrong will be fixed 100%. Furthermore, we're going to service everything on the coach that needs to be serviced, from the engine to the transmission to the Oasis system. We're going to grease and the slides and check the slide outs and literally pop popcorn in the microwave, use the induction cooktop, run a load run the dishwasher, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Essentially get it 100% ready for you in your travel. Now, this coach in particular, we feel like we can have ready very fast because we know the coach. We know what we did to it initially 2 years ago. We know that the gentleman's used it regular enough to uncover any more issues that could have popped up. So we feel like we can get this one done pretty quick for you, but our typical turnaround is 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes 7 to 10 days. I believe this coach will fall in the 7 to 10 day range. After we're done with all of the services, all of the inspection, the repair, we're going to put it in our detailing process. We're going to clean the outside, do paint correction if it's needed, even though I don't, this coach does not need paint correction, but it will get machine polished and waxed, and we're going to detail the inside. We're going to do an enzyme treatment in the inside to make sure it's ready for its new owner. We do not want to just flip you the keys and wish you the best of luck. That is not how we operate here at Soul Motor Coach. We want you, especially if this is your first luxury diesel pusher, we want you to come in here and plan on staying with us for at least 2 to 3 nights, 2 nights, 3 days, or 3 nights, 4 days, whatever it takes to get you familiar with how all the systems in the coach work. We definitely don't want you to leave here until you understand how to operate everything and that you're 100% satisfied. Essentially, what I tell people is that we take all the risk out of buying one of these units. We're going to service everything. We're going to fix everything. Anything that we find, we're going to fix and make it right. We are also going to dedicate one of our technicians to spend as much time as it takes to get you familiar with how everything works so you could go out and enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, I say this in almost every video, if you're spending this kind of money on a lifestyle, folks, this is a lifestyle purchase, you need to understand that you got to go out and have fun with it. Because if you don't know how to operate it, you cannot possibly have fun with it. You're going to be frustrated and it's not going to be a good experience. The last thing that we want is for somebody to sell one back to us or trade it back to us because there's something they don't like about it, or they didn't think through it properly, or any of that kind of stuff. That's not what we want. We want you to go out and use this thing for years, and we want to be your partner in this lifestyle. We want to help with service and all that kind of stuff. That brings me to something that I hardly ever mention in videos, is our service department. Our service department is dedicated to you. If you're what we consider a local customer within a day's drive or even a day and a half's drive, we consider you to be a local customer, and our service department is dedicated to you. Because as of right now, we do not accept outside service unless you bought the coach from us. But if you buy the coach from us, I'll never tell you no. I'm going to put my guys to work to help you fix the coach in any way that we possibly can. And again, I say all of this to help you understand that we take all the risk out of buying one of these coaches. And that's a huge and important part that our customers look for. What about pricing, Doug? What do you do when it comes to pricing? Well, our pricing is very simple. We are a one-price dealer. We do not negotiate. You never have to worry about negotiating with Sewell Motor Coach. Our first price is our best price. We are going to be a market-based price dealer. Not always going to be the cheapest, but we're always going to be the best deal. And everything that I told you about in this video, from the servicing to the repair to the detailing, all included in what we do here at Sewell Motor Coach. We never want negotiation to be a part of our relationship. That's why we're a one-price dealer. We've done that from day one and will always be that way. What about trade-ins? Well, we have the same philosophy when it comes to trade-ins. We want to be what's called an actual cash value trade-in dealer, meaning, very simply, that if you have a trade-in and I give you a number on your trade, folks, that is what I'll write you a check for, regardless if you buy my coach or not. So one caveat, it has to be a unit that we want to keep and resell here at Sewell Motor Coach. If it's not a unit that we want to keep and resell, we're simply just going to call around and get 2 or 3 bids. The number I gave you, if you still want to sell it, I'll be happy to connect you with that wholesaler that was the highest bidder. I don't know how much more simple it can get. That one price dealer, actual cash value for your trade-in. We take care of everything. We take all the risk out. This is the way I think you should look at buying a coach. But if you're looking at a coach like this at another dealer or an individual and something just doesn't sit right with you, something doesn't feel right, and you have something in the back of your head with any kind of question whatsoever, folks, get the coach inspected. I can't say it enough. We do inspections here at Sewell Motor Coach for ourselves to make sure we know what we're selling you, and that's a huge part of our business. And we always welcome outside inspectors. As long as they're vetted by me, I'm not going to let just anybody come inspect one of these. They have to be vetted by me. But of course, we allow outside inspections to take place here at Sewell Motor Coach. In fact, we highly welcome it, and we recommend it because it takes the pressure off me and my guys. But even after your inspector comes, we're still going to do exactly what we said we were going to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. We have a ton of fun doing these. If you want to see the build sheet on this coach, just shoot us an email. Please, again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day.